Woody Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Harukaze Mound Chapter 1. But before I get into this live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. And we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Viz. Considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Bubba Kitty somewhere around here, and this operation, well, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, which we covered in both the sub and the dub. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked spring anime season in full swing, in which we're covering Witch Watch, Vigilante, Boku no Hero Academia Legals, and Fire Force Season 3. And there's even more on the way, so please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So Harukaze Mound is the first of this very sports-heavy batch of manga from Weekly Shonen Jump. And it's very interesting because this is by the duo behind SEER. And I'm really curious what we're going to get. I really am, because I've covered a lot of baseball series. I have. I've read a lot of sports series, and I've covered a couple of baseball series. And, yeah, you got a lot to live up to, because one of those series is the pinnacle of not just baseball, but it's a modern sports manga as well, and that is Bungo. I'm going to do my best. I will do my best to not go in on this book, on the art specifically. I'm going to try. But anyways, let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. A swing and a miss, strikeout, game over, a perfect game, and then the high school championship finals at Koshin, no less. My twin brother and I formed the same dream on the same day. Wow. The two of us should play together at Koshin, and as brothers made a promise to each other. This kind of, in a way, is giving very mixed. Those that know what I'm talking about. But anyways, and this chapter is titled Opposite Twins. Now this is beautiful. I'm digging this. I'm very happy with this color spread, Matsura. I really am. So, will you say it's a little stiff? Compared to Bungo, yes, it is stiff. Compared to Diamond, no, Ace? Yeah, I'd say it's obviously more stiff than Bungo, but it's like a little bit stiffer than Diamond no Ace. Yeah, just a little bit stiffer than Diamond no Ace. But anyways, Strike! More scouts are here today. Yes, he's shown a lot of growth as a third year. This crop of players is said to be the strongest in a generation, and another top prospect has appeared. Younger brother, Harukaze Kazumi, third year Mitsuba senior middle school top class in his generation, right-hander. He's got speed and good rotation. His backspin has a lot of revolutions, and that gives birth to a powerful fastball that rises as if attacking the batter. I tried, okay? I said I was going to try my best to not compare this to Bungo, okay? But what do you want from me? If you've read Bungo, you know I have to do it. Like, this is actually not that bad. I'm not too mad at this. I'm not that mad. obviously it's oh no, Bungo's on another level. But like I will say this though, compared to Diamond Ace, which really needed this kind of art, mind you, I'm actually pretty happy that we are at least getting this art. This makes me happy. I'm very, very pleased. My main issue is, I think what's causing the problem for this, for me anyway, pardon me, is that because I think it's the paneling. Because of the paneling, the bird's wingspan makes it look a little too stiff. Whereas I kind of wish the bird's wings were a little bit bent a little bit more or something. It just looks really stiff. It's either the wings or like the head. It just looks a little off. But other than that, I will say this though. Harukaze looks good. The positioning of his body looks nice. It looks very nice and fluid. It's just the bird looks stiff, and I think, again, I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys think that it has more so to do with the paneling than anything else? Or do you think that if this was like a full-on like double spread, obviously it would work better. But do you think that or like hell, even the composition of this panel, I think if it was a little bit adjusted, just a little bit adjusted, I think this could have worked better. Yeah, I think I think it's the placement of this bird that really screwed with this anatomy. But yeah, I'm very, very, very happy we're getting metaphorical art for this. Thank God. I was right to approach him early. He's already playing at the national level. So that's Coach Takamine. Let's see. Hosenka, oh my God, I can't say it. Jitsugyu. Oh my God, why can't I say Jitsugyu this morning? I could read. Hosenka Jitsugyu High School, aka, Hojitsu. God, the reader is just fucking killing me today. What, kitty? That's absolutely right. He deserves an invitation from a major school that always makes it to Koshin. Shoulders level with the pivoting legs straight, like it falls straight from your butt. Then angle your arms like this and your back like this. Okay, now this is where I'm having an issue. And I do have to compare this to Bungo for a second. I really wish, instead of telling us, I really wish you would have showed us. Because that's what makes Bungo, again, this is what makes Bungo really cool. Because what Bungo does is that you see it. You see how you see the movement in the body, like how it, maybe we will see it here. See it when he actually does the pitch. How it affects, like, it goes from the specific, like, nerves and shit like that when he does the movement. Or the limbic branches. There we go. The nerve/limbic branches. And the muscles. I really hope I doubt we're going to get that. But I'd like to see it. Then angle your arms like this and your back like this. Wait. Then angle your arms like this and your back like this. And, yeah. It's like this and back like this. Isn't it? Wait, what are you doing? Isn't it obvious I'm shadow pitching? And that's the older brother, Nagiharu Kazumi. So, yeah, the third-year Mitsuba Senior Middle School reserve pitcher for his younger brother, Harukaze, who's a southpaw. Nagiharu, you're in next. Yikes! Harukaze sub. Harukaze sub. Hey, big bro. I was just chatting with Coach Takamine. He was totally praising you. You were doing that in the middle of a game? Today's your big chance to show your stuff. I know, and I'm going to show that I can pitch as good as you. Yeah, you do that. That's Harukaze's older brother, indeed, and he was just doing the most interesting thing. He was shadow pitching, matching his younger brother's every movement. Dude, this is very Bungo-esque. This is shit we would see in Bungo. This is Shueisha, I know what you're trying to do. Especially since Ninomiya the mangaka of Bungo, is working on Bungo's sequel, Bungo and Real, right now. You're trying to find Weekly Shonen Jumps Bungo. I know people are going to be like, nah, this is probably Oblivion Battery. Nah. This mofo is Bungo. It's like a mixture of Bungo and Mix is what this is kind of giving. He was shadow pitching, matching his younger brother's every movement. Harukaze and I are the same in height and weight, and we like the same foods and same pop titles. The same game got us into baseball when we were in elementary school. The winning pitcher at Koshin made a deep impression on us. So we practiced his pitching form, and now even our pitching form is exactly the same. Yeah. Here's where I'm saying it's kind of like Bungo. Bungo is like, these guys are like Bungo, where they are visual learners. They have to observe the pitch and they can pick it up easily. But here's where it's a little bit different than Bungo, is like Bungo I'm trying to remember how Bungo got into baseball. Well, Bungo was throwing the baseball like against a wall too. Like Bungo didn't realize how talented he was until like just randomly. Bungo is just so good. God damn it. Seriously, go read Bungo. I love it so much. Even our pitching is exactly the same. Ball. Uh-oh, this is bad. Our form is the same, but what are you doing, Nagaharu? You're getting destroyed out there. We're incredibly different. Okay. And that Harukaze is an ace getting attention from big schools, and everyone considers me extra baggage. Harukaze used to be unsure and needed me to pull him along. So how did this happen? They're twins, but completely different. Yeah, I've heard it said that Nagaharu is the untalented half. Another hit. So now this. So, I'll say this about Bungo, is that Bungo kind of had this problem as well, where he was untamed. He had to figure it out. He had to figure out his pitch. It was a lot of trial and error. Hey Nagaharu, looking for my brother? He's over there reviewing his pitching. He's already watching the game video? He spends forever doing that. I panicked because my accuracy was off and my form broke down. Harukaze has the right form, so I need to recreate it exactly. That's not going to work. That's the problem. I gotta drill it into myself. As his twin brother, I should be able to throw like him. That's the problem. This is what Bungo had to realize too, is that he had to find his own form. He had to find because what Bungo is trying to do is Bungo is trying to be able to perfect the fastball down the middle, like completely perfect it. And he had to find his own form to do it. He couldn't copy anyone else's form. He had to find his own form to do it. And that's kind of the issue here. He can't copy anyone else's form. No, he's got to find his own form to do it. I gotta drill into myself as his twin brother. I should be able to throw like him. Nagaharu, everyone else has already left. Oh, well, I'm gonna stay and pitch some more. Again, this is what Bungo would do too. Nagaharu? Yeah? In the game next month, I'm sure you'll win over Coach Takamine. Then the two of us can go to Hojitsu. Yeah, you betcha. That's right. I'm going to win. I'm going to catch up with Harukaze. Was that another ball? Oh, yep. This is Ibiki Hayama. He's a third year, so he won't be your teammate for long. But he's a fine athlete, so give him a warm welcome. I like it. I like his design a lot. Nice to meet you. He's coming in mid-season? Huh? No way. Ibuki Hayama? I've heard of him. He was the under-12 captain when we were in 6th grade. He was a national athlete for Japan. Hold on a second. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I was like thinking for a second, wait a minute. The name sounds familiar. No, it's Hakamada. For the catcher of Bungo, it's Hakamada, not Hayama. It's like, oh, that one letter changed. He's a third year, so he won't be your teammate for long, but he's a fine athlete, so give him a warm welcome. Nice to meet you. He's coming in mid-season? Huh, no way. Ibiki Hayama, I've heard of him. He was the under-12 captain when we were in 6th grade. He was a national athlete for Japan? Then what's he doing here? Well, unfortunately, no one's heard of him since he started middle school. He's the legendary catcher who suddenly vanished. So basically, and he led his oh my god, third year middle school. 3 years ago, he led the under 12 national team to victory. Super short catcher. Here's the thing with catchers, and we've seen this. We've seen this in Diamond O Ace. We've seen this in also in Bungo as well. Is that don't underestimate catchers, and also in Major Second too. Is catchers can lead. Catchers are like essentially really captains in a way, because they determine what pitches are pitched a good chunk of the time. They are the ones that really are the play callers. They run the field, so to speak. Is he really that great? He really is short, maybe not even 160 centimeters. Is that why he got buried in middle school? Or just call me a shrimp? Uh-oh, we struck a nerve. But no one said shrimp. Was it you or you? He's kind of violent, not interested. I'll go run. And I'm just thinking about this too, because of Bungo. Is that Bungo has these pitches. Near the beginning, obviously, at the beginning, his pitches were wild. Like, he had promise. He had talent. He had the form. His form was somewhat forming. He was developing, but he needed a catcher to be able to catch his balls, right? Or his pitches. Oh my God, phrasing. And Hakamada, the catcher, was that one. Hakamada wasn't even originally a catcher. Like, he got inspired by Bungo's pitches because they were that, like, intriguing. But anyways, where are you going, Harukaze Kazumi? Wait, sorry. Where are you going, Harukaze Kazumi? Huh? He didn't call you a shrimp. I know, but I've had my eye on him. Pitch one for me, Harukaze, and make it the best you've got this time. What do you mean? I'm not talking to you. You suck. What? Are you a jerk? Let's see. I noticed stuff like that. I can't let that slide as a catcher. In plain words, Harukaze. Ooh, you've been slacking, and I don't like it, so I want to see your best. Maybe you aren't aware of it yourself, but I think you've been holding back for someone else's sake. Oh! Hey, we just met, so how would you know? You're starting to bug me. Great. Use that information as motivation. Be careful what you ask for. Bring it on. I'm not worried. All right. Woo! Okay. No. So, that hawk we saw earlier, that bird we saw earlier with the stiff wings. Okay. But yeah, now we getting somewhere with this art. Nice pitch. Smith barely budged. Did you see that? That was nuts. No one could have hit that. That's more like it. You thrilled me. Why don't you always pitch like that? I could draw at your potential, but you gotta go to the same high school as me. Huh? No thanks. I'm going to Hojitsu. Maybe a prestigious joint like that isn't best for you. Come on, bro, say something. Nagiharu? What's wrong? Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Harukaze was never serious before? Then I'll never catch up to him. Ooh, yeah, that's the reality of things. Now we're talking about that guy. Why not? He was really good in practice, and he recognized how good you are, which reminds me. That pitch really caught me by surprise. You should have told me you could pitch like that. Okay, point taken. Were you holding back because of me? You didn't have to. What do you mean? You were right. Wait, you were right? You held back on account of your pitiful big brother. You should go to Hojitsu and forget about me. Oh. Harukaze is in observation mode. When he hears something he can't accept, he watches closely to determine the speaker's true intention. In times like this, he's super ticked off. Then, what about our promise? Huh? Promise? If you were going to forget our promise, then you shouldn't have made it in the first place. Harukaze? Hey, what's your problem? Give me a break. Hey, Nagiharu, what's gotten into Harukaze? He looks detached. Check out my pitching, too. Oh, I get it. Yeah, you're having a sibling quarrel. And you want my advice? Yeah, I want to catch up to Harukaze. Well, maybe if I get in good with Nagiharu, it'll be easier to win over Harukaze. Okay, I'll do it. Really? But are you ready for this? Ready? Yeah. You can't be like Harukaze. Can you accept that? Yeah, you gotta accept it. What's your point? You'll understand soon enough. Come on, I'll let you practice, but you gotta practice what I tell you to. Ooh. Why is Nakiharu fielding balls in the field? Sorry, why is Nakiharu fielding balls in the infield? Has he given up on being a pitcher? Tired already? No, but why am I doing this? Don't like it? Then quit. I'm not gonna quit, because I'm gonna catch up to Harukaze. You got guts, that's for sure. Uh-oh, maybe I overdid it. Ooh. Hey, Nakiharu, that throw just now. 1 month later, on the day of an official game, ooh, he walked another batter? Is Harukaze pushing himself too hard? Maybe he's nervous because it's our final official game. Harukaze, at this rate, they'll take the lead. We've barely talked since that day, and I don't think he's nervous. It's me. Harukaze and I... Ooh, when I stop being able to look him directly in the eyes? You can't be like Harukaze, can you? Can you accept that? Coach, put me in to pitch. If Nakiharu says he wants to pitch, will you let him do it? Ooh, this could be interesting. Can you handle it? Yeah, I think I can. I won't keep Harukaze waiting any longer. Nakiharu? All right, here we go. We promised to go to Koshin together, so watch closely, Harukaze. Watch your big brother pitch. Let's play at Koshin together. We'll go to the same high school and pitch as brothers at Koshin. Nakiharu, we're up by 1 with 2 outs, but runners are on first and second. Believe in yourself, Nakiharu. I'm starting to get nervous. His eyes. He didn't glance aside. All right, here I go. That means something within him has changed. Here we go. Ooh, an underhand throw. See? See what it is? It's like I said with Bungo. He had to figure it out. He had to change his form. He couldn't throw the same as other pitchers to master the fastball down the middle. He had a good fastball. He did, because that was his weapon, was his fastball. But he couldn't just stick with it. Nah. You gotta strike. When he start pitching on underhanded, even Nakiharu can't believe it. Mirror drawing? Yeah. Being left-handed can be awkward, so left-handed people will copy right-handed people as if in a mirror. Yeah, that's right. What's special about you is you've done that even when it comes to pitching, so you've perfectly copied Ayakaze's form, and you think that's right. But we're twins, so that mindset is throwing you off. The difference in dominant hands is a big deal. Mm-hmm. You know where else we saw a difference in a change of hand was in terms of throwing hand was also, I believe, in Diamond No Ace as well. Right-handed and left-handed pitchers use their bodies differently. Think about the balance of internal organs. The heart is on the left. Ooh, we got anatomical art. I do like this visual exposition art. I like this. The heart is on the left, so the right lung is bigger, and the liver makes the right kidney a little lower. That makes the human body heavier on the right. Right-handed pitchers can shift. I wish that we would see the musculature and shit for this one, but it's okay. Right-handed pitchers can shift that weight to give their pitches power. That's why many orthodox pitchers are right-handed. Why does he know so much? But you're left-handed, so trying to catch up to him is pointless. Now hear me out on this. Oh, we're getting metaphorical art! Thank you! Thank you! No two people have the same parts. Not even twins. Think of every pitcher as having built or rebuilt their own way of throwing. I had you feel balls to get your mind off pitching so you could find your natural throwing style. When you threw off balance, the ball packed a greater punch. The position of release wasn't the same as Ayakaze's overarm throw. It was even lower it was lower than even a sidearm. That is the throw best suited to you. There was the ball. Here we go. Oh, these pitches are tricky. They seem like they're rising more than they are. It's all about spin, but the trick is in the pitcher's body. Some pitchers have vertical spin, others have lateral spin. Ayakaze uses vertical spin, but underhand throw has lateral spin. Those two are twins, but they're completely different pitchers. And again, this is Manga Illuminati. I like that we have a yin-yang motif going on here, even with their hair color. I do like that. And their pitches. Strike two. After he found his form, I had him repeat it over and over. This is videos of my favorite underhand pitchers. They're all right-handed, though. You're fully aware of what you're saying, right? It's what I'm used to. Thanks to mirror drawing, he had control and speed. Then he added form suited to his physique. And this is something that, as I've been saying, we see this more so in Bungo than I would say in, and you know what, I'll say this too, we see it with Diamond O Ace as well. But like, I just can't help but specifically think of Bungo. But anyways, cogs that were moving separately are starting to sync up. Yeah, I'm getting what I want with metaphorical art. I am happy. Nagiharu always catches up even if he stumbles at first. He never gives up until he draws even with me. I was panicking. Harukaze was getting better and better, so I took my eyes off myself. I can't be anyone else. We may be twins, but Harukaze and I are different people. Even if we admire the same pitcher and throw with the same form, I can't be Harukaze, so I made a decision. I'm going to be myself. Dude, this art looks great. I wish we were getting something in the background, though. But he looks good. He looks good, but God, I wish there was something in this background. I wish there was. But for the most part, this art is looking good. Batter out! A swing and a miss! Strikeout! Way to go, Nagiharu! What happened? Harukaze. Welcome back, bro. Aww. Yeah, I'm back. Yay! I like this. This is good. Coach Takamine. How interesting. An orthodox right-handed pitcher and a regular southpaw pitcher. Yeah, in a way, this does give very Diamond O Ace. Okay. Twins with opposite pitching styles, eh? Mitsuba Sr. won the game, and then 1 week later, did you get an invite from Fujitsu? Yeah, looks like it. Why so vague about it? Hey, Nagiharu, instead of going to Fujitsu, how about the two of us form a battery? You and, Hinazakura High School is starting up a baseball team next year. A completely new team? You could go someplace better. Teams these days all have access to the same info and organizations. That means their training and techniques are all the same despite their different rosters. And when they all line up, those who reach the top are always big guys with impressive physiques and pitchers focused on speed. If that's the right way to play, then you and I aren't doing it right. Because, between height and irregular southpaw. But, yeah! I like this, but conformity's boring! Damn straight! Baseball should be about all kinds of players battling it out. Even if they aren't right, some guys still have something that shines. So let's form a team full of outsiders and show the high school baseball world who we are. Doesn't this plan sound fun? Okay, so now here's where I'm like, okay, we're a little bit different than Bungo now. It's because of this. Because Bungo, let me finish this and I'll explain what's going on with Bungo and Real. Doesn't this plan sound fun? This past month I learned that Ibuki thinks things through, and he means what he says. I've already invited some hot prospects. We just need a pitcher. I came here for Harukaze, but then I learned something. Harukaze pulled ahead of you for 3 years, but you didn't turn bitter and kept pitching. Guys in search of what's right may not evaluate you highly or see you as a budding star. You would be a great reassurance to Harukaze, but now I don't want Harukaze. I want you, Nagiharu. He's like a fresh wind. He changed my pitching with ideas I'd never heard before, and here he is convincing me again. I'm going to prove to the world that a certain high school pitcher is as good as any right pitcher out there, and his name is Nagiharu Kazumi. I never imagined such a wind existed, and it has begun to blow. Okay, so this is where this is different from Bungo. So with Bungo, the first entire part of Bungo, which is a little over 400 chapters, is Bungo's journey from starting baseball and building up from like the ground up, his foundation from the ground up. And now for Unreal, for high school, like it's about, you know, the next phase of a dream that he like just figured out. Here though, I like, I'm gonna say this, I like, the art is better than I thought it was going to be. Because it looked for a minute it was gonna be stiff. But I don't know, I will say this though, it's not as much of a clusterfuck like I thought it was going to be. Because with Phantom Seer was like a straight up clusterfuck with an identity crisis. That's what Phantom Seer was. This, I don't, I don't know if I could say this is this series has, I don't think the series doesn't have as big as an identity crisis as Phantom Seer. I could tell you that much. It doesn't. I do like the Misfit concept, Misfit team and all that. It's been done over and over again before. But and Nagiharu isn't giving, he has the potential to be like a Sawamura. He does. Sawamura was playing way better than Nagiharu, though, when he was entering high school. There is a difference in regards to that. But it's interesting because this could have been a straight up mix, but it's not. Do I see this as the next Bongo? No. No, it's not. If this would have stayed in, like, middle school, I'd be like, okay, we could talk about maybe this being the next Bungo. But this is, no. And also, the art's got to be, like, on another level for this to be the next Bungo. This is nowhere near being the next Bungo. But do I see potential in this series? Yes, I see potential in this series. I do. As I said, this one does not have an identity crisis like Phantom Seer does. It's not a clusterfuck like Phantom Seer. And I think, depending on this writing, this could last. It could. But it's going to have to depend on the supporting cast. Because if the supporting cast is lackluster, then yeah, it isn't going to survive. There's no way. But I'm very curious what you guys think of this series. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Harukaze Mound content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.